3.11, we get to explore tenths and hundredths of a meter. In the United States, we use what's called, I think it's called the U.S. traditional imperial system, and it's feet and yards and inches, and yeah, well, I, so I guess maybe like you have to have this memory of um, there's 12 inches to a foot, and then you have to multiply by 12, and it's not really easy to multiply by 12, or 3 feet in a yard. You have to multiply everything by three. For some reason, the U.S. does things different than most of the world, although the U.S. also uses this other system called the metric system. Okay, the metric system, yeah, it's all based on tens, exactly, which is very nice. And today you'll be looking at what's called a meter. Meter, metric, right? You can see the relationship. A meter, I think that's a yardstick, but a meter is, yeah, pretty long, like this, something like this, right? Here's the beautiful thing about a meter. Okay? A meter is divided into 100 pieces. Okay, and those 100 pieces are called 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. Okay, which is really, yeah. So when I see this word cent right here, what does cent remind you of? Yes, like cents, and how many cents are in a dollar? Or a centipede. Yes, there's 100 legs. How many cents are in a dollar? Yes, there's 100 cents in a dollar, right? That's exactly what it is. The CNT, cent, means 100. So, like the Romans had armies that they were divided into what's called centurions, and there were 100 centurions in a group, right? So this word cent means 100. Um, like a century, yes, a century is 100 years. Okay, so when you see a meter stick, it's going to be divided. When you see 1 meter, it'll be 100 centimeters. Okay, this is really easy to figure out. Let's say I have like, oh, what you're going to see actually, we'll leave that. What you're going to see is like the inbox and the outbox, right? Like this deal, right? So you're going to be given the meters. So let's say I have like 3 meters. Okay, this is really easy to figure out. You're multiplying by 100 basically is what you're doing. So what is it? 300. Okay, let me show you a little, not 360. Let me show you a little math operation of what's going on here, by the way. Okay, speaking of decimals, do you guys understand that this is 3? That's 3. Okay. When you multiply 3 by 100, this is also something that you're doing. You're moving the decimal 2 times. Yes, thank you. You guys, music to my ear with this, okay? So really what you end up is with something like this, okay? If you multiply by 10, how many times are you moving the decimal, by the way? No, 1 time. So if I have that 3 and I multiply it by 10, I'm really just multiplying or moving the decimal 1 time, and that's 30. Okay? So that's a good trick for this to think about because you're going to be looking at it in a different way. So what if I have 5 meters? Yes, it's 500 centimeters. Easy stuff, right? Thumbs up, thumbs sideways, thumbs down. How do you feel about going from meters to centimeters? Here's another really important idea is that you have a conversion chart in the front page of your math journal. So if you forget what a meter to a centimeter is, which you probably shouldn't, you can always look it up, okay? Yes. Oh, so if in the meters it was 30, you still have, that's 30, right? So you're still, if you're going to centimeters, you're still moving it twice. Yeah, absolutely. So it would turn out to be 3,000. And it's just like when we're saying multiplying by 100, you're just adding 2 zeros. That's kind of what you're doing, right? You're putting 2 zeros on the left side of the decimal, right? Okay. Does that make sense? Good. Yes. Don't tell us. We love tricks.
You just add 2 zeros to the end of it.
That's right. When you're multiplying by 100, you're just adding 2 zeros. But it's the same thing that's going on here when you're moving the decimal place. You're moving those 2 place values from the tenths and the hundredths onto the left side of the decimal. Okay? We're okay with that? All right. It's going to get really crazy here. The reason I showed you this little decimal trick. There is a larger there's a larger unit that you're going to work with. So you can go from meters, yes, to kilometers. Kilometers is, I would say a kilometer, if I estimated a kilometer, less than a mile, more than a meter, it's 100 meters is what it is. So if I was to think of what a kilometer is, it'd be like from here to the other side of the field. Probably, yeah. So what you would say is that 100 meters equals 1 kilometer, okay? And I should say also that you'll see, oh, so you guys understand this means meters, just the M, right? You guys understand the cm means centimeters, right? And then kilometer is km. Km is the abbreviation for it. So you might get an in and out chart like this where it says kilometers to meters. Okay. Gentleman in the back. Thank you. Let's say that you get let's say you get the higher number, and this works from meters to centimeters. You know when I said when we go from meters to centimeters, we move that this way, right? Okay. When you're going the other direction, you move the decimal the other direction. Okay. So let's say I have I don't know, 200. Oh no, that's not right. Let's say I have 200 meters to start with, okay? It's basically the same. So this is why I'm showing you this decimal thing, is that when you start with 200, let's say I don't know this kilometers quite yet, right? When I'm starting with 200, I'm actually dividing by 100 to get to that kilometers. So to divide it by 100, you move the decimal 2 times this way. Yeah, so you're basically taking away the zeros. And here's why that's important in my mind. Let me show you. Is you're gonna get some funky I guess numbers like this. Let's say I have like 273 meters, right? Okay. No. Okay, so 273, when you divide it by 100, you're going to move that decimal 2 places, and you'll end up with 2.73. I love you guys. Your feedback is so important to me. Thank you that you're telling me that. It really is easy when you see kind of tricks, right? So multiplying, when you're going up and you're multiplying by 100, you move the decimal place this way. When you divide by 100, you move the decimal place this way, okay? And really the trick is just understanding which direction to go. So you're multiplying by 100 when you go from the bigger to the smaller. You divide by 100 when you go from the smaller to the bigger. You guys are awesome.